So we've had a problem with the left driver's side rear window. It has gone down and will not come back up. I've got the key in it now, and neither control, this one or the front control, will activate it. Yesterday this happened to me when I went and picked up our son in this, and I'd rolled the windows down just fine, but then wouldn't come back up. So no response. On the way home yesterday, I was able to just keep doing this, and eventually it came down a little bit, and then I was able to roll it all the way up, but not today. And I popped this off. This is just a very easy little clip there. At some point I really need to replace that rubber anyway. Or the leather. It's pretty worn down. Still pretty good. This rubber boot here is real solid. Just wanted to make sure everything was good and snug in there. And again, you know, this disables the back, but I have it open, so it should be working, so the back one should work. So the fact that neither one of them is working probably indicates that it is a seized motor. It's still stiff in there, it's not coming down on its own, so it hasn't separated, and I don't hear a grinding sound. When I try to activate it, I just don't hear anything. There's no humming or whirring of any kind, so most likely prognosis is that the motor is going. Motors can go intermittently too, so I'm going to keep messing with it to see if I can get it to roll back up one last time. But I'm going to go ahead and start working on disassembling the door panel. You have on the bottom side a pair of screws there and there, just the light there, and I've started to get them out, so that's loosening up. I believe this had a ashtray here which was taken out on both sides. Perhaps that was an indication by the original owner that he did not allow smoking in his car, which is great. There was one screw there that I pulled out, and I noticed this, if you need to replace this comes off very easily. You just pop it to the left a little bit, and it's got these 4 Talon hangers like that. And it just pops in there real easily. There's a ticked off bird over there. I wonder what's up. I'm pissing him off, or if it's somebody else. There's that back on there. I don't believe that needs to be removed. I'm pretty sure the whole panel comes out. But generally speaking, these old panels, I've removed them on Porsches before of this vintage, and they'll have a series of little tabs throughout the back. This old of a car, usually those tabs are embedded into the door panel, so you have to be extra careful when separating them not to get too ahead of yourself. You can get special door panel removers that are just like a screwdriver, but they have these kind of tongs, and that's meant to go around and pop off the door panel. So that's where we're at on this. I'm going to continue to work on getting the door panel off and see about getting a replacement motor once I get in there. So there's only one screw here on this side. It looks like this is probably a universal piece that could have fit into a couple different cars. This has one screw right there. There's a long Phillips head. And this has a very peculiar bit on the end, but if you just rotate it and very carefully apply negative pressure, you can pop it out. So that's the main thing. And we've got our clips, see these guys, and I was very careful and able to get those out without breaking anybody. Again, it's just a matter of getting some pressure in there, popping them out. So I've got all those out, and I guess I am going to need to get this off. There we go. This looks like it lifts up around it. Looks like there's, if you're getting the top portion off, which I'm not for the moment because I'm just in here to look at the window system. There's one there. I guess this one was not necessary. I assume there's probably one there too. And of course there's going to be some wiring for this guy. And otherwise, pretty straightforward procedure, pretty easy panel removal. Let's see, I'm looking back here. Looks like that might, trying to get my eyes on all the panels are popped off, so should be pretty easy to get this off at this point. Pretty easy. I'd put this on the easier side of the spectrum. Again, the only tricky bit is just being very careful getting those tabs off, but that's pretty universal to door panel removal. And I got this off because it's all pretty, it's a little corroded, but I'm going to clean all this up, clean the connectors up, just to be sure. And I see this has a plastic wrap. It's nice because it's kept all that gunk in there, but I'm probably going to have to get at the motor, so I'm probably going to have to cut that back. But definitely did its job. This door panel is very clean, very good shape for as many miles and as old as it is.